Hi everyone, it's Shell from Scrap Secrets and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is my honest opinion of the new Hero Arts kit. This is replacing the classic and premium version of their My Monthly Hero Arts kit. There are a couple different subscription packages that you can get, and just wanted to give you my honest opinion so that you guys can decide if any of these are right for you. I did do this video the other night, Monday night after my goddaughter's high school graduation. However, when I went to throw away the box last night, I realized that something was missing and it was big enough for me to redo the video. So as we're going through, see if you can figure out what it is that is missing that I don't mention, and I'll talk about it in my recap, pros and cons, and then I will give you my opinion on whether I'm going to continue with the subscription or move on to something else. All right, so let's get into it. So like I said, this is the kit that is replacing the classic and premium kit. And it came in a box that wasn't decorated like the boxes used to be. They used to have like creativity in a box or something like that on the outside of it. This one just came in a brown box. I know it seems kind of silly that that is a con on my end, but I really did like that they, kind of decorated their boxes and it wasn't just another plain package. So that goes in the cons for me. Okay, so this is the way that it came. It came wrapped in some tissue paper, and I am going to show you some of the first things that I saw when I opened the kit. So there are 5 Hero Arts, the Hero Hues cubes. So there is Amethyst, this one is Stonewash, so blue. There's a really light blue, Dusty Blue, this is Peony, and then there is a pitch black one. For me, I'm not really a huge fan of the cubes, and this even happened in the other versions of it. They usually gave between 2 and 4 cubes. They gave you 5 cubes this time. I have black inks that I use. I don't tend to use a ton of colored inks, even though I have a ton of them over here. I really don't use them all that much. I bought them in the beginning when I thought I needed every single color of everything. So that's kind of a negative to me because I probably would want to spend my money on something else that I would use a lot more than these cubes. However, I will let the girls go ahead and use them, so they're not going to go to waste, but it is something that I wouldn't normally buy on my own, but I will bring them to the girls' house, to my brother's house and my sister's house when I craft with all of the girls, because these are nice and easy for them to use. Okay. So in the kit, there is a stencil with the fallout pieces, and I love this. If you know me, I love layering stencils, anything that has the positive and negative parts to it so that you can create dimension with your images. So I imagine inking this up with a really, really light gray ink, maybe like the Lost Shadow, and then putting the fallout piece over top of it, and you can either use a yellow paste to make them glow or some type of paste, or you can go ahead and use the black oxide or a darker gray oxide for the windows, or ink, not an oxide, but for the windows, and then you can get some dimension to the buildings. You can also do a really light gray and then do, on the outline, do a little bit of a darker gray and then go back in with a third darker gray for the windows. So you can get a lot of dimension from these. So this one is definitely in the pro side. The next thing is there's 8 pieces of cardstock, and I love this first one. So you get 2 pieces of each, and they are the size of an A2 size card when it is unfolded. So I guess it's 5.5, let me see, I don't even, it's a 5.5 by 8.5, so it folds to 4.25 by 5.5 inches, and I just love this paper with the shiny buildings in the background. Oh, I wish they would have done all 8 of this, because that is something that I would definitely use. I hoard that paper, so it's probably, I'm I'm hoping to use this. That's what I'm trying to do, is use my supplies more. You also get 2 sheets of black cardstock, which is always useful. You can always use that for something. 2 sheets of the sparkly silver, like glitter. And this is nice because the glitter does not rub off on your hands. Love that, because I hate those kind of papers. And then that, you know, where the glitter does rub off. And then this silver like foil mirror cardstock. Love it, love it, love it. So and if you noticed, there is no, because it would usually be the first thing that I show you guys, there is no inspiration card with this, which I was extremely shocked about. So that's not what I didn't notice before that was missing. That was literally the first thing I noticed when I opened the kit and was looking through it. I'm like, there's no inspiration card. I loved that because it gave you an idea of how to use the products. Really disappointed that that was not in the kit, so that definitely goes in the cons. Okay, so then there is a small stamp set included on here, and it just has a number with it. So there's just some sentiments about home and like hello neighbor, city lights, starry nights, and endless sights. So there's some cute things on here. The sentiments I don't mind. I would not use the images on here. They're too tiny, with the exception of this. I think that's cute, but again, it's not to the scale of the cards that I usually do. I don't love teeny tiny images like that. I feel like you could probably put it on a tag, or this would be really good for those, I was part of a kit a while ago, the ones where you can cut out like little doors and you need images to put behind them. These would be perfect little images for that. Although I don't really, you know, that's really the only thing I could see using those images for. So positive and negative. I love the sentiments, don't love the images on the stamp set. You also get a second stamp set, a larger one, and this one is a Heroscapes. So these are layering stamps, which I completely love. I love the sky on this. It was a little, this theme is definitely not up my alley. You know, the telephone poles, you have the telephone wire that can go between them. You have this little bitty squirrel here. You have some birds that can be sitting on the wire. So that's kind of cute. Again, not really my style, but I absolutely love this. So, and a couple sentiments on here. Again, love the larger background part of it. The rest of it is, it's okay. There's also the coordinating dies with it, which I absolutely love. I love when they put coordinating dies in here. So there's dies for the sentiments as well as dies for most of the images. And then the last thing that's included in the kit are rub-ons, and I am not a huge fan of rub-ons. Like I said, it was usually one of the additions in the premium kit from the differences between the classic and the premium kit. So I mean, they're okay. I know that people like them. They're coming back into, you know, the popularity of them is coming back a little bit, but I don't know. I'm not a huge fan of them. I won't use them. I probably would, again, give them to the girls, let the girls go ahead and have fun and use them in junk journals or things like that, or just when they're, you know, needing to decorate pages. Okay, so that is the whole kit. I don't know if you guys noticed what else was missing, but when, like I said, when I went to throw the box away, I was like, oh my goodness, I can't believe that's not in there. And that is the mesh bags that you got. So this kit is so much more expensive than the classic kit, and the classic kits always came in these mesh bags. I love them because I store all of my kits like this. It keeps everything together. It keeps it all nice, because otherwise I have to get, because, you know, these don't come with the sleeves like a normal stamp set would. Like, you know, this is one from MFT, so that comes in the packaging. So there's really there's nothing to it. In previous kits before they did the mesh bag, they would actually attach a card to it. It would have the idea card on there. I would even like that because it would give it a little bit more sturdiness. This to me is like really flimsy. And so that was kind of disappointing. So you have both of the stamp sets that really have no protection and no packaging on it. And it also, I feel like it keeps the dust and stuff out of it. And if you have it in either the mesh bag or whatever, but you know, right now you could get dust and dirt in the sides of it. So Was not a big fan of that, especially with the additional costs. So I think that you guys can probably predict on how I'm going to go, you know, pro con on this. So the pros are, there are some really great products in here. I do love the sentiments on the one set. I do love the background on the other. The stencils were great and the paper was really cool. I did like that, and you can always use paper. The negatives for me, and again, these are just my own personal opinions, are the ink cubes, which I could use the colors for the sky, but that's probably the only thing I would use them for. Although I have a ton of them that are sitting back in this drawer that are very similar that I could use for that. The rub-ons, I'm not a huge fan of. The little images on the one stamp set, and then the lack of a bag or anything, or an inspiration card. So I think I'm gonna give it 1 or 2 more tries, and we'll see how it goes. If it still is like this, and you know they don't include the inspiration card, I know that there are videos out there, and they do the make along with Shannon once a month with the kit. It's also, like I said, a lot more expensive than the other kit, and I was okay with paying that. I don't know that I'm okay with the jump from the one to the other. I think that I really would like to spend my money on things that I know that I'll use instead of gambling on a kit. And if I really, really like the kit, I'll buy it the day that it comes out, because they always produce extra. So I think really I'll probably just give it next month, the July shipment. And then from there, I probably, unless it's like something that's blown away or they adjusted or whatever, I don't know that I'm going to continue with it. There is an extra perk with being a member, is that you get to go ahead and add some extra stuff into your cart, and they give you a discount on certain things each month. They pick about, I don't know, 15, 20 items that there is an additional, I think, 20% off of. I don't know if they did it again for this new iteration of the kit, but they did before, and then it's shipped for free with your kit. I don't know if they're going to do that. I don't know if they're going to do it for all the versions or just this version of the kit, or the one that has everything, because the stencil kit I think is $12.99. It does ship free, but I don't know if that gives you the ability to do the 20% off. So head over to their website and check everything out for yourself if you're interested in it. And just unfortunately for me, I don't think this is where I'm going to spend my money. I think that I want to spend my money on things that I really want to see and use, because as you I don't know if you can see over here, I'm trying to go through all of my stuff and put it away, label things a little bit better, put stamps together in size order rather than in theme order, because it's taking up less room in the boxes. I'm trying to see if I need to do new storage techniques. And I got some new storage containers for my Copic markers, and I'm actually sitting on a new chair. I don't know if you can see, I put this together the other night, and I'm trying to keep the cats off of it desperately, because all they want to do is scratch their nails on it. But I do have 2 new comfortable seats in here. Oh, I am just kind of redoing this entire craft room. So as I go through it, I'm trying to go through and purge some of my things, and I'm realizing that a lot of the kits that I have from Hero Arts I've used maybe once or haven't even used at all. Oh, I think that I probably will give it 1 more month, and then that'll be it. Oh, but that's my own personal opinion. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments. Did you guess what the thing was that I was missing before I told you guys? And if you have any comments or questions, feel free to leave them below. Come back at the end of the month, because Marie and I have a great challenge again. We have our little collab that we've done for this month, where we have challenged each other with different things. So for the first time, we are not making something similar. I challenged her with several things, and then she challenged me to use several things in mine. Oh, I hope you guys will come back for that. And I will see you guys again real soon for another video. Bye.